Shalom, shalom, Kahalo, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Kakudash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, the great millstone and teacher of well. Peace and salutations be to the hopeful elect. I'm Brother Tazon Kabar, and with me.
Brother Juan, on Yahweh.
And we're the brothers from the Prophets in Babylon camp here in Tampa, Florida. We're going to be doing a lesson on how the Lord's Spirit, Yahweh Shem Shai's Spirit, is in all things. All right, we're going to jump right into it. We're going to get started in the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 1 and verse 6. It says, "For wisdom is a loving spirit, and will not acquit a blasphemer of his words. For Yahweh Shem Shai is witness of his reins, and a true beholder of his heart, and a hearer of his tongue." All right, knowing this, man, it tells you straight up, plain and clearly, the Lord is all around us, man. All right, the Lord's Spirit is in all things, man. Through his wisdom, he knows all things, okay? And there's no escaping that fact. Whatever you say, what the scriptures say, every word a man saith, he shall be judged for it, all right? You're going to have to give an answer to everything that you say out of your mouth, okay? And how do you think the Lord catches on to these things? Because his Spirit is in everything. I'm sitting on the couch, the Lord's Spirit is in this couch, man. The Lord can hear me through this couch. The Lord created all things, all right? By him were we created also. It goes on. It says, "For the Spirit of the Lord filleth the world, and that which containeth all things hath knowledge of the voice." All right? The Lord is everywhere, all around us, man. So that when we get judged, the Lord is already there. When the things that we're doing, if we commit wickedness, is being recorded as we committed. It's not recorded later on. It's not taken note of later on. All right? It's being recorded as it's committed. The wicked thoughts that we perceive is being recorded by the Lord as they are perceived, man. Okay? It says, "Therefore he that speaketh unrighteous things cannot be hid, neither shall vengeance when it punisheth pass by him." All right, so we gotta pay for these things, man. All right, knowing this thing, we should be very careful in things that we say, the things that we do. All right, because the Lord is watching us always, man. And that's the truth of the matter. We're not alone in this thing. Okay, you can't do anything behind closed doors. You can't do anything and think you're going to escape the Lord's eyes.
John, if I may add, we're not as perfect in this truth as we, want to be, as we try to strive towards that, perfectness. But the things that we do, man, it's like being recorded, man. Once a brother said to me, he said, you got to look at it as in the spirit, you know what I'm saying? Like, you being, watched by angels, and they're writing things down, you taking note. And if you think about it, you know what I'm saying? In the midst of two, is roughly paraphrasing, in the midst of two, there I am in the midst.
Come on.
Or where there are two, there I am in the midst of them. So roughly paraphrasing.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
But that just, kind of just shows you when you're around brothers, or even when you're around yourself, in the spirit, man, we are constantly just being, watched, all right? And being in the spirit of knowing that, makes us want to be more in that like-minded spirit of following the righteous ways.
That's right. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 139 and verse 7. "Whither shall I go from thy spirit? Or whither shall I flee from thy presence?" All right, this is further edifying and elaborating on the fact that you cannot escape the Lord's presence. All right. It says, "If I ascend up into heaven, thou art there. If I make my bed in hell, behold, thou art there." Okay? There is not a single place in this world that we can escape, because everything that is around us is a simulation of things that, this is all like a simulation that the Lord created, and he's watching over all of it, man. Okay? The Lord's Spirit is in all things. Is in my legs. The Lord's Spirit tells my leg to move. I'm not telling my leg to move on his own. The Lord tells my leg to move. All right? Like that scripture. Or what's that scripture you had? You got to hold on the holster. Nah, A man's goings.
Man's going to the Lord.
Gone.
That's Proverbs chapter 20, verse 24. Matter of fact, let me grab that for you. Because that's the spirit, man. Proverbs, it's the book of Proverbs, chapter 20, verse 24. It says, man's goings are of the Lord, Yahweh Shai. How can a man then understand his own way?
Yeah.
All right, when you need to think about it, I mean, the Lord is in all things, man. All right, the Lord knows our thoughts. Lord knows our move. The way we want to move throughout the day. And he set up those instructions within our minds as we sleep for the things that we do tomorrow, man.
Sure.
All right. So if you look at it, when it says a man's goings are of the Lord, Yahweh Shai, we walk in that righteous mindset. So not only just us, but others as well. You know what I'm saying? You gotta see it, man. Like how the Lord is moving through us, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? In that way, because you're not making your own steps. All right, the Lord's making those steps for you.
That's right.
It says, how can a man then understand his own way? You're not gonna understand that, man. Because the Lord's doing it, man. All right.
You ever do something and you sit and you be like, damn, why did I do that?
Yeah. Con. That's what I was going to say, man. Shoot, you might make a decision like, man, I wanna what did it? Shoot, I'm gonna go get me something to eat, man.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna go get you something to eat, and you be like, you grab something that you probably didn't want. You know what I'm saying? But you still got it, like, man, I ain't want it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Spirit is like, hey, man, Lord probably got it, and it might be something healthy for you. You be used to eating junk food. You might go get something healthy for you.
Right. A place you probably wanted to eat from probably has some contaminated food in this shit.
Yep.
You never know, man.
Yep. Or when your spirit telling you to do something, in the right way. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that's you being directed in the right way, man. You know what I'm saying? You might want to do something else, but your spirit might be saying, hey, you go this way,
Yeah.
That's the Lord directing you, man.
Yeah, the Lord. That what really sparked me on this lesson was because the Lord speaks to us, and he speaks to us through all things, man. Not just through voices, but maybe even through objects or signs. You see it as a sign, and your spirit perceives it as, oh, maybe I shouldn't do this. All right, but tell me, when I tell you that yesterday I was in a rush. I was driving, trying to get to camp, and I'm driving on one side of the street. I'm on the opposite side of the street. I'm in a rush, so I started, as soon as I hit the U-turn, I started speeding up. My shit's picking up. I'm up in the 50s, now I'm going to the 60s, and the speed limit was 45. All right, so I'm about to hit the 60s, and out of nowhere, a car honks on the other side of traffic. And remind you, I'm not even on this side. I'm not even on that side. So whatever they got going on, that's their business. I didn't even look over there. As soon as the car honked, I immediately perceived, slow down. There's an officer waiting around this corner you're coming up to. All right, and when I looked at the corner, I couldn't see any car. I could only see one car. So I'm like, what? I'm like, okay, let me slow down. Let me just slow down, I took heed to the spirit, what the spirit was telling me. I slowed down, and I slowed back down to like 49. And when I got to 49, that's when the cop that was standing right there, he was hiding behind the tree. He was unveiled to me. I was like, damn, that devil it looked like a devil in that car, man. Like he wanted to kill somebody that day. So I was like, oh, praise, call all y'all Bashim El Shai. The Lord spoke to me through a horn, man, through the honking of a horn. Received the Lord telling me to slow the hell down, man.
Yeah, man, that's a spirit, man. Because hey, Lord might put spirit on that person, to help, help you out in that situation. Help a brother in that situation, man. There's numerous amount of times where I know, brothers done had that situation happen with them. Literally came through. I had a situation where, I remember when I was dead tired, man. I was real tired, man. I was real tired, and I said, man, you know what? I'm gonna just stay in the bed. I'm gonna get some sleep. Man, all of a sudden, It was just like, some said, get your ass up.